to the channel. So today we're going to be cleaning my Sig 516. This should also work for your AR with some differences. I will go over those as we go through this video. I did already clean it within like a week. Tried to shoot it on my GoPro, but the audio wasn't synced, so it looked kind of funky, and so I'm gonna redo it even though it's already been cleaned once. As you can kind of see, it's kind of seeping through already, but we'll get up into it. Before we go, I'm gonna touch on some CLP items here. This is my favorite CLP only because it's available everywhere. I prefer this stuff. If you can get it at Walmart, you can get it pretty much anywhere. This stuff here I get at GT Distributors in Pflugerville, Texas. I think they also have one in Georgia. This is the OTIS MSR AR-15 cleaning kit. We'll touch on some items in here real quick. It does come with a bottle of lube, the brush, the bore brush, what they call the bone tool. It's made for the bolt carrier group. It's got some rods and other cleaning supplies in here, as well as toothbrush or toothbrush tip and some other stuff. It does come with its own microfiber cleaning cloth. This still doesn't stay in. If you're following my other channel, I did do a full review on the OTIS cleaning kit. If y'all want to check that out, y'all can. Again, I got this one off of Amazon, so if I can find it on Amazon, I'll link it there. I'll also link to these two products on Amazon as well. If you want to support what we're doing here with Doan Tactical, that's the best way to do it right now. We are sponsored by Acre. I don't even know if sponsor is the right way to put it. We're affiliated with Acre. It's like 50 bucks a month for y'all if y'all use my link in the description below. But yeah, we'll get up into it. First order of business, you're gonna want to clear the rifle. Make sure there's no magazine in. Clearly there's none right now. I just knocked the camera, my fault. I'm going to lock the bolt back to the rear. You don't have to do this, but lock it back to the rear. Also inspect the chamber. I can clearly see there's nothing down in there. I don't know if y'all can, but nonetheless, that's how you clear it. I'm gonna let it go slowly. First order of business to break this thing down is you'll use this rear pin here, push it through, pull it through the other side. Can't get it. I'm going to use the rod here just because it's what I have available. You can also use the tip of a bullet to push this all the way through. And then you'll pull it through like so. On the Sig rifles, they do have a AccuEdge back here. I don't know if they glued this one down or if they have their own like proprietary mounting system, but this one's pretty fixed in there. It doesn't move at all. For the video's sake, I'm going to separate the upper and lower. When you're cleaning this, you don't have to. I'm just going to do it for the sake of the video. As I... there we go. As I put some brass markings on the pins, not a big deal. I'm going to go ahead and close these right now. You don't have to. I'm doing it. So, for starters, move the upper out of the way. Move the CLP out of the way. I'm not going to need this for a while. You can use this to wipe it down. I have a towel here. I prefer to use a towel just because there's more real estate to work with. But for first order of business, we're just going to wipe it down. In this case, I'm just wiping off the CLP that I put on there about a week ago. So I'm just wiping it down. Even after a week, it's still pretty dirty. That's just kind of residual dust. I haven't even gone shooting yet. I like to depress the hammer. I'll just clean it off here just like this. And again, I think I said this at the beginning of the video, this will also work for your AR-15, so it doesn't have to be a Sig 516. There are some differences between the Sig 516 and the AR-15, so we'll get into that here in just a little bit. This is pretty much done. If you I'm just doing like a field maintenance kind of thing. This is it. If you want to deep clean it, you can come through here and depress this little pin right there. I'll try to get closer so y'all can see it. I don't know. There's a little pin here. You just depress it, and then the buffer spring flies out. This is a buffer spring. Mine is pretty clean because like I said, I just cleaned it last week. So I'm just gonna wipe it down for now. And you can also take the buffer out of the spring. This will also allow you to get kind of this end of the spring as well as the buffer. And there we go. That was still pretty dirty. I did clean it last week, but I didn't do a deep clean of it. I just kind of wiped it down, added some lubricant. As you can see right there, the end is not very clean, but you don't have to clean it up that good, especially if you're a civilian just using it for civilian purposes. So basically that's the lower cleaned up. I'm going to apply a little bit of lubricant to this buffer spring and buffer. I don't know. Oop. That's a lot more than I wanted. I'm just going to apply it to the buffer itself. And then I'm just going to slide it back in there. And then as the system operates, you'll just, lubricate it by default. So we are pretty much done with the lower for right now. So we'll bring in the upper. Here's the upper. I don't know if I'm gonna trim it, cut it, or what. That was the lower settling in. I don't know if I'm gonna trim this or what. I may just put it up as is. My GoPro has been acting up, so I'm not using the GoPro, so I really have no way to put this stuff on my computer to edit it. There's some software on your phone you can get, but I have not paid for it. So take that for what you will. Anyways, back to the video at hand. So there's your bolt and charging handle. Then you can also, you can hear my daughter upstairs playing in her room. So I can do this video real quick. I'm gonna try to do like 2 or 3 videos in one sitting. That way I can just go back to playing with her for the rest of the evening. But there it is. I just wiped it down. You don't have to really do that deep of a clean on the upper portion of it. So set the upper aside. And then here's the charging handle. Again, same order of business. We're gonna wipe it down real quick. I will try to put chapters in here. That way it's easier to find different parts of the video. Again, just wipe it down. That was still pretty dirty. I think it's because my upper is really dirty. I don't have a proper tool to, get all the carbon out of the upper. So it just kind of goes back onto the components here. So then here's the bolt. You will notice some differences between your bolt and my bolt. Namely the gas key, I think that's what it's called, is not here. It's because I have a piston AR. Yours will have like a little extension here where you can clean it out as you see fit. Kind of just wipe it down here. I am not going to be using a brush in this video, but if you needed to, you can take your little toothbrush, just wipe down the whole thing. It'll kind of agitate the carbon and it should wipe off super easily. Like I said, I did just clean this thing a week ago and I have not shot it this week, so there is that. To fully disassemble this piece right here, I am going to use this little pick piece right here. Hopefully it's wide enough. I used to have an AR-15 tool, but I lost that in the fire. This is really difficult to do with this tool. Okay, there we go. I think I got it. I would recommend using the tip of a bullet, especially if you don't have a tool. Just use the tip of the bullet and then kind of fish in there. You'll see there's a loop there You just kind of pull it out, and then your firing pin should just drop out. And then to get the bolt or bolt face out of here, my terminology is fading with me right now, I do apologize. You'll just take the little cam out, and then this separates like so. And then here's your stripped bolt carrier. And then here's the bolt. I think that's proper. I do apologize, my brain is not working today. And again, just for sake of this video, I'm gonna wipe everything down. And here's the firing pin. Yours will probably not be this clean. So we're just going to wipe it down like so. And then again with the bolt, this bolt is relatively clean. I just cleaned it up. Again, you may see that this is dirty. I'm finding a cleaner spot to wipe this down with. I don't think it really matters too much, but take that for what you will. So there's that pretty much cleaned. You can take this apart further. I will go ahead and demonstrate that for this video. You don't have to, but I'm gonna do it for this video. I find that you can use the firing pin just fine. You'll push the little locking cross pin, whatever the frick. My brain is not working today. And then you should be able to just pull that thing out. There we go. Ooh, there's that. This does have a little spring and a gasket here. Careful not to lose that. We're gonna wipe this down. I did not do this last week, so these are probably really dirty right now. I just figured do it all in one video, then it's got a complete like breakdown of each individual part. Again, just wipe it all down. And then here's this. We're gonna wipe this down here through here. I would also recommend getting some Q-tips. A lot of people want to talk shit saying, hey, you don't use Q-tips to clean your firearm. You're an idiot. That's what you are. But again, use a Q-tip to get down in there. I don't have one available to me, so that's about the extent it's going to be wiped down today. To reassemble this piece, is put it back together like so. Push down on the spring so you can feed the little pin back through, and just kind of line it up to where it's kind of flush, just like that, and good to go. To reassemble the bolt carrier, you're going to take your bolt, slide it through with this piece facing what would be the right side of the rifle. If you're holding it, be the right side of the rifle. Make sure the brass claw, whatever the fuck, my brain, dude. I'm so sorry, guys. I freaking got off work and then came home and took my wife to work, and then now I'm here making videos. So I do apologize for the terminology issues. If y'all know the proper terminology, put it down in the comment section below. I've learned it. I don't remember it. So it is what it is. All right, shit. And then you'll kind of line up the hole so that this will just drop back in there. Make sure it's rotated. I like to pull it out. You don't necessarily have to. Goodness gracious. And then to drop this back through, I've seen a lot of people do it a lot of different ways. You can start from back here and put it through. I find that it's just easier to come through the bottom here and drop it through. It is what it is. And then you'll take this little piece, make sure it's on the board outside, and you'll just slide it back through, and then you'll try to get it lined up with the other side. You may have to work on yours. I've had a couple ARs that I had to kind of finagle to get in there, but this one pushes through without a problem. Some other spots you may want to use a Q-tip when you're cleaning yours is right here. You'll have a gas key. If you have a traditional direct impingement AR, just use a Q-tip, kind of clean through there. It'll be fine. You don't have to be that meticulous if you don't want to. I prefer to be that way. We're gonna pause it real quick and so I can go get my Boresnake, kind of demonstrate that for y'all. Alright guys, so this is a Boresnake here. I'll kind of touch on it a little bit. It's just kind of like a piece of cotton, I think is cotton or polyester kind of rope with a wire brush kind of inside it on each little increment here. There is a loop on this end. I believe you can put a patch through there. I've done it. I've put a patch and a piece of cleaning cloth through there to use on a larger caliber rifle. I now have a 30 caliber Boresnake, so I no longer need to do that, but I did do that until I got one. Don't recommend it, but it has been done by yours truly. So we're going to take the rifle here. We may have to go off camera for a little bit, but we're going to slide this little weighted piece down through the chamber, down through the barrel until it comes out the other side. On some barrels, this thing doesn't want to go through very well, so you'll see it dangling out the other side here. You'll just pull it through. Oh, there we go. Pull it through like so. I don't know if that was done on camera, but I'm going to run it through 2 more times. I prefer to do this 3 times. I don't know if there's a set way you need to do it, but you can also add CLP to it if you feel so inclined, but it's not that big a deal. I typically don't run CLP on the Boresnake itself, but you can do that. It is an option out there if you feel so inclined. I will kind of rip it through again. That time was easier. I have noticed with these Boresnakes is the cleaner the barrel gets, the easier it is to pull it through, which is kind of why I came up with the 3 times rule for myself. It's because after that 3rd time, it's pretty much done and done. There's really not much else you can do with the Boresnake after that, but you can always run it through as much as you feel is necessary. So there we go. There's 3 times on camera. I will link to these on Amazon in the comments below. If you are in this video and you don't see them down there yet, I do apologize. I haven't gotten to it, but I'm a one-man show here, except for on camera. On camera, every once in a while, I'll have my buddy Wolf with me. He's kind of become the clown of the channel on accident. So now what we're going to do is we're going to apply some CLP in each one of these channels, and then also a little bit right here. I have a tendency to overdo it, so a lot of people like to critique me like that. On my other cleaning videos, people critiqued it and said I used too much CLP. Y'all could go fuck yourselves. But anyways, I kid. But well, kind of running a little low on CLP on my finger, so I just put a little dab, and then I'll kind of go back through the bolt carrier group. Your bolt carrier may not have these little indents in it. I put a little bit of CLP down in there. You probably don't need to, because it's never going to touch the inside of the upper receiver. Put a little bit more right here. Kind of wipe it around here, and wipe it across the top here, down the other side, and across the bottom here. We're going to put a little bit on the neck of the bolt, and we're going to call that good. And you can hear Ava upstairs playing. Same kind of ordeal with this. I'm just going to put a little bit of CLP back here. That's a lot, but then I just take my finger, run it down the top and the sides. If she's distracting, I do apologize. I don't even know if y'all can hear her. I can hear her plain as day, but so I'm gonna tap on this one so I can get it kind of down through the channel. You don't necessarily have to do this. I'm just doing it for my sake. And you can also run the gas key back down through there. Kind of get it pushed around. To reassemble the upper, you'll go, there's like 2 little notches down in there, probably about an inch, maybe an inch and a half down in there, and you'll just kind of find where it goes. If you put constant pressure upwards while it's back on that channel, you'll just find it, and then it'll drop right in. You want to make sure your bolt is forward when doing this, otherwise you'll run into an issue with it going up against the cam. I've never put it in like this, so I do apologize. This is a little awkward for me. There you go. And that's back together like so. And we'll put this off to the side and we'll go to lubricating the lower. So here we are with the lower. Again, same little order of business. So for down here, I want to, you see the little spring coils down there? I want to put some CLP down on those. Ooh. I will overdo it on this one. Not necessarily on purpose, but it is what it is. It's kind of hard for me to get my finger down in there. That time I sprayed a lot. You just want kind of one little dab on each one. I missed that first spray, so it is what it is. It'll be a little excessive. You can clean off the excess if you have to. Kind of push these back through, and we're kind of ready to reassemble. You can also put a little bit of CLP on the fire selector on the inside if you feel inclined to do it. I don't. So it's just another moving part. You want to lubricate the moving parts. That is what she said, I think. I think that's what she said. Not exactly sure. And for whatever reason, this bolt doesn't like to stay in there. So then to reassemble it, I don't know if y'all can see this on camera, I do apologize. Just put the bottom through and then rock it up to the top. That is one way to do it, and that's how I like to do it. There's probably a lot easier way, but that is just how I prefer to do it. Now, function test. Do it a few times. People like to throw a fit about how many times it goes. Oh, you know, why are you letting go? Oh no. But anyways, just do a little bit of function check. As you can see, mine is super greasy from the rest of it. I did not demonstrate the freaking tools in the toolkit. I do apologize. I was just kind of doing this the lazy way. So guys, this is lazy way of cleaning AR-15. This is not perfect way, it is the lazy way. Oh, and then also another thing you can do, there's no magazine in here, and there should be no round in the chamber. As you can see, I'm gonna let it go home, but you can also function check the trigger. I do the reset. There you go. Just a couple times, you don't have to do it a lot. That'll help the trigger start moving and moving the CLP around. So yeah, if this was helpful for y'all, please leave a like. And if you feel I deserved it, please subscribe. I think we're close to 5,000 at the time of making this video. And I do appreciate y'all guys. Y'all are amazing. If y'all sat through this whole thing, thank you. Again, there will be links to everything down in the description below. I can find the LK Inspector on Amazon, so if you're in the market for getting one and you want to help this channel out, you can purchase it through that link on Amazon. If you have a better link somewhere else, please, consider going through Acre to get your gold and invest in gold. Who knows how much longer the paper dollar is going to have value. It literally only has value because you and I say it has value. But anyways, it is what it is. Y'all have a good one. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good one.